Gray paper, 2838.1 centimeters. Danseur sur la scène, by Edgar Degas, pastel, 5842 centimeters. Danseur sur la scène, by Edgar Degas, pastel, 5842 centimeter. Portrait of elderly woman, by Matthias Grunewald. Portrait of elderly woman, by Matthias Grunewald. Portrait of a young woman, by Hans Holbein. Portrait of a young woman, by Hans Holbein. Head of a man, by Andrea del Sarto. Head of a man, by Andrea del Sarto. Virgin and Child, by Biasio Pupini. Virgin and Child, by Biasio Pupini. Management, Administration, Partnerships. Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa is the Louvre's most popular attraction. Restoration workshops in the Louvre. The Louvre is owned by the French government. Since the 1990s, its management and governance have been made more independent. 109, 110, 111, 112. Since 2003, the museum has been required to generate funds for projects. 111. By 2006, government funds had dipped from 75% of the total budget to 62%. Every year, the Louvre now raises as much as it gets from the state, about 122 million euros. The government pays for operating costs, salaries, safety, and maintenance, while the rest, new wings, refurbishments, acquisitions, is up to the museum to finance. 113. A further 3 million euros to 5 million euros a year is raised by the Louvre from exhibitions that it curates for other museums, while the host museum keeps the ticket money. 113. As the Louvre became a point-half interest in the book The Da Vinci Code and the 2006 film based on the book, the museum earned $2.5 million by allowing filming in its galleries. 114, 115. In 2008, the French government provided $180 million of the Louvre's yearly $350 million budget. The remainder came from private contributions and ticket sales. 110. The Louvre employs a staff of 2,000 led by director Jean-Luc Martinez, 116, who reports to the French Ministry of Culture and Communications. Martinez replaced Henry Loyerit in April 2013. Under Loyerit, who replaced Pierre Rosenberg in 2001, the Louvre has undergone policy changes that allow it to lend and borrow more works than before. 109, 111. In 2006, it loaned 1,300 works, which enabled it to borrow more foreign works. From 2006 to 2009, the Louvre lent artwork to the High Museum of Art in Atlanta, Georgia, and received a $6.9 million payment to be used for renovations. 111. In 2009, Minister of Culture Frédéric Mitterrand approved a plan that would have created a storage facility 30 km, 19 mi, northwest of Paris to hold objects from the Louvre and two other national museums in Paris' flood zone, the Musée du Quai Branly and the Musée d'Orsay. The plan was later scrapped. In 2013, his successor Aurélie Philippe announced that the Louvre would move more than 250,000 works of art, 117, held in a 20,000 square meters, 220,000 square feet, basement storage area in Levin. The cost of the project, estimated at 60 million euros, will be split between the region, 49%, and the Louvre, 51%. 118. The Louvre will be the sole owner and manager of the store. 117. In July 2015, a team led by British firm Rogers Sturck-Harbour and Partners was selected to design the complex, which will have light-filled workspaces under one Everest, green roof. 117, 119, in 2012. The Louvre and the Fine Arts Museums of San Francisco announced a 5-year collaboration: 1 exhibitions, publications, art conservation and educational programming. 120, 121. The €98.5 million expansion of the Islamic art galleries in 2012 received state funding of €31 million, as well as €17 million from the Al-Walid bin Talal Foundation, founded by the eponymous Saudi prince. The Republic of Azerbaijan, the Emir of Kuwait, the Sultan of Oman and King Mohammed VI of Morocco donated in total €26 million. In addition, the opening of the Louvre Abu Dhabi is supposed to provide €400 million over the course of 30 years for its use of the museum's brand. 68. It has tried to improve weak parts of the collection through income generated from loans of art and by guaranteeing that 20% of admissions receipts will be taken annually for acquisitions. 111. He has more administrative independence for the museum and achieved 90% of galleries to be open daily, as opposed to 80% previously. He oversaw the creation of extended hours and free admission on Friday nights and an increase in the acquisition budget to $36 million from $4.5 million. 110, 111. In March 2018, an exhibition of dozens of artworks and relics belonging to France's Louvre Museum was opened to visitors in Tehran, as a result of an agreement between Iranian and French presidents in 2016. 122. In the Louvre, 2 departments were allocated to the antiquities of the Iranian civilization, and managers of the 2 departments visited Tehran. Relics belonging to ancient Egypt, Rome and Mesopotamia as well as French royal items were showcased at the Tehran exhibition. 123, 124, 125. Iran's National Museum building was designed and constructed by French architect André Godard. 126. Following its time in Tehran, the exhibition is set to be held in the Khorasan Grand Museum in Mashhad, northeastern Iran in June 2018. 127. On the 500th anniversary of Leonardo da Vinci's death, the Louvre held the largest ever single exhibit of his work, from the 24th of October 2019 to the 24th of February 2020. 128, 129. The event included over 100 items, paintings, drawings and notebooks. A full 11 of the fewer than 20 paintings that da Vinci completed in his lifetime were displayed. 130, 5 of them are owned by the Louvre, but the Mona Lisa was not included because it is in such great demand among visitors to the Louvre Museum. The work remained on display in its gallery. Salvator Mundi was also not included since the Saudi owner did not agree to move the work from its hiding place. Vitruvian Man, however, was on display, after a successful legal battle with its owner, the Galleria dell'Accademia in Venice. 131, 132. In 2021, a Renaissance-era ceremonial helmet and breastplate stolen from the museum in 1983 were recovered. The museum noted that the 1983 theft had deeply troubled all the staff at the time. There are few publicly accessible details on the theft itself. 133, 134. The current director of the Louvre is Laurence Descartes, who was selected by French President Emmanuel Macron in 2021. 135, 136. She is the first woman to hold this position. 137. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the Louvre has launched a digital platform where most of its works, including those that are not on display, can be seen. The database includes more than 482,000 illustrated records, representing 75% of Louvre's collections. 138. The museum was visited by over 7.6 million visitors in 2022, up 170% from 2021, but still below the 10.8 million visitors in 2018 before the COVID-19 pandemic. 139. In 2023, the Louvre Museum in Paris implemented a significant change in its pricing policy, marking the first price increase since 2017. 140. The decision to raise ticket prices by 30% is part of a broader strategy aimed at supporting free entry during the Olympics and effectively managing the anticipated crowd. Director Laurence Descartes has introduced measures to regulate attendance, including capping daily visitors at 30,000 and planning a new entrance to alleviate congestion. These efforts are geared towards ensuring a top-notch experience for art enthusiasts during the Olympic Games, as the museum expects to host approximately 8.7 million visitors this year, with a remarkable 80% seeking to view the renowned Mona Lisa. Archaeological research. The Louvre's ancient art collections are to a significant extent the product of excavations, some of which the museum sponsored under various legal regimes over time, often as a companion to France's diplomatie and / or colonial enterprises. In the Rotonde d'Apollon, a carved marble panel lists a number of such campaigns, led by Louis-François Sebastian Fauvel in Greece, 1818. Jean-François Champollion in Egypt, 1828-1829. Guillaume Abel Blouet and Léon Jean-Joseph Dubois with the Moya expedition in Greece, 1829. Adolphe Delamere in Algeria, 1842-1845. List of excavations that benefited the Louvre, Rotonde d'Apollon. Paul-Émile Botta in the Nineveh Plains, 1845. Joseph Battier de Bourville in Cyrenaica, 1850. Auguste Mariot in Egypt, 1850-1854. Victor Langlois in Cilicia, 1852. Ernest Renan with the Mission de Phoenicia following the 1860 civil conflict in Mount Lebanon and Damascus, 1860-1861. Leon Husey and Honor Dormit in Macedonia, 1861. Eugene Melchior de Vogue and Edmond Dutoit in Cyprus, 1863-1866. Charles Champoy-Chillot in Samothrace, 1863. Emmanuel Miller in Thessaloniki and Thessos, 1864-1865. Olivier Reit and Albert Felix Theophile Thomas in Ionia, 1872-1873. Charles Simon Clermont Gagnon in Palestine, 1873. Antoine Heron de Villefazy in Algeria and Tunisia, 1874. Ernest de Sarzac in Tello / Ancient Gersu, Mesopotamia, 1877-1900. Paul Girard in Greece, 1881. Edmund Potier, Salomon Reynac and Alphonse Verres in Myrina, Eolis, 1872-1873. Marcel Auguste du Lafoy and Jane du Lafoy in Susa, Persia, 1884-1886. Charles Hubbard in Tama, Arabia, 1885. Alfred Charles Auguste Foucher in India and present-day Pakistan, 1895-1897. Arthur Engel and Pierre Paris in Spain, 1897. Jacques de Morgan in Susa, 1897. Gaston Croz in Tello / Ancient Gersu, 1902. Paul Pelliot in Chinese Turkestan, 1907-1909. Maurice Pezard in Northern Palestine, 1923. Georges Aaron Benedite in Egypt, 1926. François Perrault d'Angin in Northern Syria, 1929. Henry de Genelac in Mesopotamia, 1912-1929. The Institut Français d'Archéologie Orientale in Cairo, created in 1880. The rest of the plaque combines donors of archaeological items, many of whom were archaeologists themselves, and other archaeologists whose excavations contributed to the Louvre's collections. Frédéric Moyot in France, 1899. Edouard Piat in France, 1902. Joseph de Bay in